It's been understood for a long time that obesity is an unhealthy state for a human body to be in. Being obese brings with it a wide variety of ailments, from joint pain and difficulty breathing to an increased risk of developing diabetes, gastrointestinal disorders, and even cancer. A new study published in the journal Nature Immunology has explored deeper into the pathology of obesity and discovered yet another way in which obesity harms the human body. In the abstract of the study, the researchers say, quote, up to 49% of certain types of cancer are attributed to obesity, and potential mechanisms include overproduction of hormones, adipokines, and insulin. Cytotoxic immune cells, including natural killer cells and CD8 plus T cells, are important in tumor surveillance, but little is known about the impact of obesity on immunosurveillance, unquote. To paraphrase, they first discuss how obesity is linked to cancer, and how the immune system normally has these natural killer cells, or these NK cells, that keep an eye out for developing tumors. If they see them, they'll kill the cancerous cells and hopefully prevent them from growing into a tumor. But the thing that's not very well understood is specifically how obesity impacts the immune system to apparently reduce the body's ability to prevent tumors. The researchers describe how, quote, obesity induces robust peroxisome proliferator-activated receptor-driven lipid accumulation in NK cells, unquote, which basically means that being obese causes your natural killer cells to absorb and hang on to fatty acid molecules. These natural killer cells will usually hunt down and destroy any mutated cells that are on the verge of becoming tumors. But when the natural killer cells are stuffed with lipids, this causes, quote, complete paralysis of their cellular metabolism and trafficking, unquote. To be a little more specific, the lipids interfered with the rapamycin-mediated, or mTOR-mediated glycolysis, which doesn't just prevent the NK cells from targeting cancer cells, it also prevents them from being able to send their toxic chemicals into the cancer cell, so as to induce apoptosis and kill it. The researchers found that this impairment could be reversed if you were to block the chemical pathways that brought the lipids into the NK cells' mitochondria. This solution, quote, reversed NK cell metabolic paralysis and restored cytotoxicity, unquote. The researchers paraphrased their findings by saying, quote, our results demonstrate that the lipotoxic obese environment impairs immunosurveillance and suggests that metabolic reprogramming of NK cells may improve cancer outcomes in obesity, unquote. So this is pretty interesting. We knew that there was a link between obesity and cancer, but we didn't really understand the deeper details of this connection. But this study, and others like it, are shining light into this dark area of mystery and figuring out how it all works. This is important stuff, because it can have real-world outcomes. Now that we know specifically that fatty acid molecules coming into the natural killer cell's mitochondria are impairing the natural killer cell's ability to hunt down and destroy cancerous cells, now that we know how this mechanism works, we can start designing medicines to target it. We can start working on mitochondrial lipid import blockers, and hopefully this can produce a medicine or some kind of drug treatment that can reduce the risk of cancer in people with obesity. This can potentially save thousands of lives. And that is what modern medicine is all about.